What's the best way to start your Disney cruise?
We say food, fun, and magic.
Come aboard with us for day 1 at sea on the beautiful Disney treasure.
Learn on the Force. Welcome back to Twins Unleashed. I'm Jedi Jill.
And I'm Jedi Joy. We're twin sisters, Disney fans, and action figure collectors who love sharing our adventures, both on land and at sea.
In part 2 of our Disney Treasure series, we're diving into day 1 at sea. From first bites to Broadway-style shows, heartwarming moments, and a peek at our accessible stateroom, we're covering it all.
And don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell so you don't miss day 2 at sea. The morning started with excitement in the air. We drove to Port Canaveral, and as we approached the port, there she blows. We saw the Disney treasure towering at the terminal. It's always breathtaking.
We breezed through security and check-in. By the time we got there, our boarding group had already been called. We walked straight onto the ship.
Oh yeah, It was so exciting.
Yeah, but we had also a late, what is it called?
Port arrival time,
yeah,
boarding time.
Yeah, we had a late boarding time.
Like 12:30?
It was late. Well, we were kind of on time, but we were rushed.
Okay, we have a fun fact for you.
We do?
Yeah.
We have a fun fact.
Yes.
Woo!
Disney Cruise Line turns over the ship in a matter of hours, disembarking and embarking up to 4,000 passengers in a single morning. The crew? Absolute heroes.
Many we've spoken to say embarkation day is the hardest work day of the week. Serving breakfast to departing guests and lunch to brand new arrivals, all while resetting rooms and preparing for another magical journey.
Yeah, it's a crazy day.
It is. People are everywhere. There's bags everywhere. Everybody's trying to get fed.
Oh, I know.
And it's just a mess. It is. Well, it is. And then you go and you try to get to your room, and there's bags they're putting the bags out by the rooms, and it's hard to get by. And
you mean late at night? Like
no,
the night before?
Whenever we're going to the room before you have to do the mustard drill thing.
Oh, you mean when we're getting on? When we're getting on.
That's what we're talking about. Are we talking about this?
Well, it's getting on and getting on.
Joy, Jedi Joy is kind of missing it, people. We need to send some good vibes her way.
Good vibes. No, you're right. When you get on, they get your luggage, and then they deliver your luggage to your room, and they set it outside in the hallway. So you can imagine there's tons of luggage in the hallways.
And very small hallways. If you've never been on a cruise.
Narrow.
Yeah, if you've never been on a cruise, they're narrow.
So we're having to
we're in our scooters, so
right.
At least they're compact, more compact than others, but
and we're navigating. Yeah, we're navigating the halls with all these obstacles in the way.
Right.
Yeah.
But hey, it's fun. We love cruising. Once we stepped on board, food was the first thing on our minds. Most guests head to the buffet at Marceline Market or grab a bite from the quick service counters up on deck 11.
But we prefer a quieter start. So we asked the cast member about a sit-down option, and they directed us to Plaza de Coco.
Here's a pro tip. If you're looking for a quieter, more relaxed atmosphere with noticeably higher food quality, sit-down lunch is the way to go. The buffet and quick service venues are great if you're in a rush, but nothing beats a freshly plated meal.
Here's another pro tip. Each day during your cruise, one main dining restaurant offers a sit-down lunch, and it's usually the most upscale option in the rotation. On the Disney Treasure, that's $19.23. If you're looking to avoid the crowds at the buffet and enjoy a more relaxing meal, definitely check to see which restaurant is open for table service lunch each day.
And here's a fun Disney detail. No matter where you go, Walt Disney World, Disneyland, or a Disney cruise, the employees are always called cast members. But there's something extra special about the ones at sea.
Right.
The Disney Cruise Line cast members just radiate joy and warmth in a way that feels even more magical than the parks.
Right, they have a special kind of happy.
Oh, yeah. They do.
Here's a sneak peek at the lunch menu at Plaza de Coco. I started with beef empanadas, then had a mixed green salad, and ordered the muffaletta sandwich for my main. It was flavorful, but it was a little on the salty side. For dessert, I picked the chocolate Marquise Bombay. No sugar added and really creamy.
I also had the beef empanadas. They were golden and packed with flavor. Then I chose the leek and potato soup with a slice of soda bread, followed by a chicken Caesar salad. For dessert, yep, same as Joy, that rich chocolate Bombay.
Yeah.
It was a great way to settle into vacation mode.
Honestly, that lunch was better than anything we've ever had at Marceline Market on day one. Ain't that the truth?
Yes. And when we first started cruising, that's what we did. We just go right up to the buffet.
All the buffets.
And then when we found out, let's go.
Wait, you can sit down?
Yeah. And it was like, oh, this is nice. This is nice and calm. They come and wait on you. You're not in a rush through all these people and all this baggage and luggage sitting around and trying to get through.
Yeah.
It was much, much nicer, calmer.
Yeah. So if you're not in a rush to hit the pool, treat yourself to sit-down dining. After lunch, we headed toward our stateroom. But something unexpected happened in the hallway.
We saw a mom with 3 young children. She had cut her finger pretty badly and was trying not to panic. But she clearly needed help. The kids were scared. The youngest was crying.
I stayed with the family, reassuring the little girl, "Your mama will be okay." And that seemed to calm her.
Meanwhile, I motored off to find a cast member. While I was away, both of our caregivers quickly grabbed some wipes, paper towels, and a Band-Aid from their carry-on bags. They helped get the wound cleaned up and bandaged. Oh, can you imagine that? Oh my goodness, that was
hilarious. And they did a great job too.
Yeah.
You should have seen them.
I was like, oh, you had that in your bag. Oh, you had that in your bag.
I know, right?
I didn't think. I would never.
I know. I wouldn't.
I don't think I would have packed it in my carry-on bag.
But there you go.
Ready and prepared.
Oh, I think
just like a Girl Scout or a Boy Scout.
I know.
Always prepared. Be always prepared.
Anyway, Jill found help, but by the time she returned, the situation was taken care of. It was a reminder that even on vacation, there are opportunities to help. That moment will stick with us, huh, Jilly?
It will. It was unfortunate, but it was special.
Yeah.
After the small emergency, it was time to settle into our stateroom 8190, located in the aft on deck 8.
For those unfamiliar, the aft experiences more movement, especially the higher up you go.
And aft, in case people don't know, is the back of the ship.
Oh, that's right. So if you're prone to motion sickness, keep that in mind.
Our stateroom was accessible, featuring a roll-in shower and a spacious private veranda, which we used often. That was fun.
It was.
Oh, relaxing.
We actually had our daily devotionals every morning out there. And we got ready. We hung out there, and it was really nice. It really was.
Yep.
Here's a tip for accessibility travelers. There are 2 much larger accessible rooms with verandas on deck 8 aft, but the bathroom layouts are mirrored, meaning the toilet might be on the left in one and on the right in the other. If you need the toilet on a specific side, check the layout before booking.
Next up, muster drill, required for all guests. Thankfully, Disney no longer makes you wear your life jacket, and the whole process took less than 15 minutes.
Yeah, and those life jackets were a pain to get on us.
I know.
And you should see us. We're going out that room. We got this big thing on us. And I was like, it was terrible.
It was
terrible.
It was just awful.
Then it was time for the sail away party on deck 11. We found a great spot on deck 12 to watch the whole thing.
And yes, it was packed, but so much fun.
Yeah.
Accessible tip. If you need it, there's a designated accessible viewing area on deck 11, stage left. And it's a thoughtful setup. What makes it even better? Your whole travel party can join you, so no one gets separated during the fun.
The party was electric, filled with dancing, characters, and music. And just before the treasure began to move, we heard those iconic Disney horns.
When you wish upon a star. That didn't sound like that. There was no words. It was just horns. It went like...
Well,
sorta. There was a little bit another note, I think, in there too.
But when you heard it anyhow.
You knew what it was.
Right.
It's pure magic. And just like that, we were sailing.
Woo! Hee-hee! That evening, we changed and headed to the Walt Disney Theater, which spans 3 decks at the front of the ship.
We saw Disney Sees the Adventure, a Broadway-style performance where Goofy learns how to become his own kind of captain. He's joined by Disney favorites like Tiana, Crush and Squirt, Elsa, Moana, Merida, and more. It's inspiring, funny, and full of classic songs. An excellent way to kick off the live shows. Now for the best part. The food! On the Disney Treasure, there are 3 main dining restaurants. Plaza de Coco, Worlds of Marvel, and 1923. You'll rotate through each one twice, experiencing 2 different menus at each restaurant over the course of your 7-night cruise. And if you're doing a 3-day cruise, it's different. You don't get 2 times at each restaurant. It's shorter. You get one each restaurant one time, and that's it. You might get a repeat on one, maybe.
Yeah, 3 and 4 nights. Yeah. Your Key to the World card is your dining guide for the cruise. On the front, you'll see a series of letters. Each one represents one of the 3 main restaurants you'll be rotating through during your trip. It also includes your assigned dining time. Your wait staff follows you to each restaurant, so they get to know your preferences. This is what Disney calls their rotational dining experience and is unique only to Disney Cruise Lines. Fun fact, your Key to the World card will be waiting in the little box outside your stateroom when you first arrive, and it truly lives up to its name. It unlocks your cabin door, acts as your ID when getting on and off the ship at ports, and lets you charge food and merchandise directly to your stateroom. Everyone in your cabin gets one, and it looks just like a credit card. For our first dinner on board, we return to Plaza de Coco. Each meal kicks off with a themed bread service, and since this restaurant is inspired by Mexican cuisine, we were supposed to start with chips and salsa. Unfortunately, our assistant server forgot to bring them out when we were seated, so we didn't get them until the end of the meal, after we were already full. I know. I was like, because I said, look, everybody has salsa and chips on the table. Where's ours? And they're like, oh, yeah, I guess they do. And so I asked the assistant server.
Well, wait a minute.
What?
Before you asked the assistant server, we heard everybody has salsa and chips about 5 times. Where's ours? Where's ours? Everybody has salsa and chips. And then you decide to ask the assistant server.
But she did bring them. She goes, oh, didn't you get any? And we're like, no, we didn't get any. But before she left before I could say, don't worry about it because we're full. She came back with a big bowl of salsa and chips.
No, it wasn't big. It was 2 big bowls. It wasn't one, it was 2 big bowls.
Okay, well, anyhow, one of the highlights of Plaza de Coco is the live entertainment that takes place right in the middle of the dining room while you eat your dinner. Characters from Coco perform on a central stage, and the music, costumes, and storytelling really bring the restaurant to life. The performance was incredibly well done and added so much energy to the experience. And now, here's a quick look at the menu before we dive into what we ordered and how it tasted.
Here's what we had. I enjoyed shrimp diabla, pumpkin seed hummus, and chicken tortilla soup. For my main course, the butternut squash enchilada, which was flavorful but a little too spicy, so our server kindly brought me a roasted chicken breast instead. Dessert? warm coconut tres leche.
I had chorizo street croquettes, a cucumber and queso fresco salad, and the standout dish of the evening, port wine braised beef short rib. That was good. Dessert was also the warm coconut tres leche. The food, delicious. The vibe, theatrical and festive.
After dinner, we were pretty tired from traveling the past couple of days and turned in early.
But a sweet surprise awaited. Our stateroom was ready for bedtime, with beds turned down and towel animals and chocolates on the bed. A perfect Disney touch to end day one.
That's a wrap on day one at sea aboard the Disney Treasure. Leave us a comment. What's your favorite part of cruising?
Right. Don't miss episode 4, part 3 of Twins Unleashed, where we cover day 2 at sea, a mind-blowing magic show with Blake Voigt, and of course, more food!
Also coming soon to our Twins Unleashed podcast, our final part of our Disney Treasure cruise vacation.
If you'd like to support our channel, there's a Buy Me a Coffee link in the description. Totally optional though.
Enjoying this podcast? Don't forget to give us a thumbs up, drop a comment below, and subscribe to the Jedi Twins for more from Twins Unleashed. Fed by faith,
fueled by fun,
and seasoned with grace and a whole lot of flavor.
Stay blessed and always twin-powered by God's strength. Thanks for watching the Twins Unleashed podcast. I'm Jedi Joy.
And I'm Jedi Jill.